All righty. Hello, everybody.
Hi there.
Hello. We had Mike in the chat, Big Tank Hank, and Pride More. Thank you all for being here. We're back. I know we had to take a week off last week. Sorry about that. It was a crazy week.
And sorry, I almost cussed.
No, it's fine. I was able to talk over you. No one heard it.
Oh, okay. Well, Lefty just told me some bad news, and I was replying to it. I don't generally cuss.
Not you, Ed.
But I still hope that everything turns out fine.
No, I'm sure it's fine. I get I get allergies, and for some reason this year they've been really bad. Like I have eczema, and it hasn't acted up in 5 years, and this year all of a sudden it's acting up. So my skin will look like a lobster for some reason when it gets inflamed, and it's just bad.
Oh, my sinuses will start to swell, and I get red through here and here.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll even get it right above my eyebrows area.
No, I got into work today because it was my first day back, and my hands got all tingly. You know when you come in from the cold and you start warming up and your hands get all tingly? So mine, they were itching. Like the inside of my hands were all itchy.
Have you been touching a lot of poison ivy?
No, that's what it felt like. So I had to go to the nurse, and I'm like, do you have any Benadryl? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I need some, please. And then it went away. So I'm just, my allergies are just going crazy for some reason. Hey, John Cox. Hello, Danica Cox. How you guys doing?
Yeah, we got some awesome people here. We got Mike in the house. We got Big Tank Hank in the house. Let's see, who else do we have? Pridemore. Mr. William Pridemore is in the house too.
Hey,
awesome. Muppets. Oh, I keep forgetting to do something special for Muppets. But I'll still do it eventually for you. So, I have been incredibly bitter for the last 24 hours.
Uh-oh. I know what happened, chat, but I'm going to let Ed tell you what happened.
I have been wanting to see Godzilla for over a year now, because it was supposed to come out last May, and they kept canceling it because of all the diseases. And they had it come out yesterday for 1 day, because I was planning on seeing it this morning. Yeah, it's nowhere in anywhere in any Chattanooga theaters. So I looked up Knoxville. Nowhere in Knoxville. So then I went, well, let's see if it's in St. Louis. Not that I want to drive 8 hours to see it, but right. It's not. It doesn't come out now until the 31st.
Oh. Of March, right?
Yes.
Oh.
And I'm guessing that maybe HBO maybe had something to do with it, because I can watch it on HBO Prime or something.
Oh, HBO Max or whatever the hell it's called.
Max. Yeah, I already pay for the biggest HBO package that I never use on cable, so I ought to be able to get it, I would think, but I don't.
I think with the direct, when they do that, I think it's you have to buy it still.
Yeah, well, I did that for Wonder Woman.
Okay.
And that was the biggest $19 waste of
Maybe
money.
you can request a refund and then use it towards Godzilla.
Oh.
They probably would refund you, but it's just...
We got Wonder Woman on Christmas Day. The whole family sat down, watched it. We had nachos and pop, and it was terrible. Put everybody to sleep.
Never.
Yeah, so I'm a bitter guy.
Well, that's unfortunate. Are there any other movies that are coming out or that are out that you'd see instead?
Well, I was planning to see actually a double feature.
Oh.
Because there's another movie that is out that I really do think is going to be good. It's called Nobody.
Oh, yeah. I was going to ask you if you were going to go see that.
Yeah, that I'm going to go see tomorrow at 11 o'clock.
All right, let me know how it is, because that actually looks pretty... I like movies like that. Kind of reminds me... Did you ever see Red?
The retired old people?
Yeah.
Retired and Extremely Dangerous?
Yep.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that almost.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of kind of like a John Wick.
Okay.
Where I think he was like a hitman that comes out of retirement. Well, the wrong guys mess with him.
Yeah.
But he just looks like such a boring guy.
Yeah, he looks nice and plain and like a John Smith.
Yep.
Though you probably will be fine from spoilers because you're not all over the internet. So you're probably going to be fine with Godzilla.
Well, I don't know if Mechagodzilla's in there or not.
Oh, well, I'm assuming you won't get it spoiled because you don't go all over the net looking for stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to try not to. But I did look at the back of the toys today, and there was no toy Mechagodzilla.
Oh.
And I would think if the movie came out yesterday and they released the toys, they would have probably had the big bad guy.
You would think so.
Ooh, unless this Godzilla isn't even the real Godzilla. It could be Mechagodzilla in like an artificial skin. And then the real Godzilla comes and kicks its butt with King Kong.
Somehow, I think you just described a better movie.
Well, it's an old...
Is it a comic?
No, it was a
Oh.
Godzilla movie from way back.
Oh, okay.
But King Kong wasn't in it. It was just Godzilla.
Gotcha.
Oh, well. Good times.
So how was your fish swap thingy?
It was really fun.
Did you get anything interesting?
Yeah.
What'd you get, guppies?
Yeah. I bought some black and blue guppies. Like they're almost like a tuxedo. But I was not planning on buying tuxedo guppies. I thought I was getting these blue grass guppies.
Mm-hmm.
Because, well, I don't have the package anymore, but they had like their sticker on it, but the sticker was all like washed out, so you couldn't see it because water got all over it.
Oh.
But you can turn it around and see the guppies from the bottom because he put this paper on the inside. So I picked one up and I said, well, that's a really pretty blue grass guppy. Well, and so then I like matched that melted logo with two of the other logos. And it turned out that the correct thing would have been all black, or tuxedo guppies, basically. And I got a bag of mutt guppies.
Oh.
So, yeah, he just mislabeled the mutt guppies. So I put the mutt guppies in with my mutt guppies. And I haven't noticed anybody dead, so
that's good.
That's that. Yeah. And then what else did I buy? I bought a bag of Synodontis.
Okay.
12 baby Synodontis for $40.
That's a good deal.
That is an awesome deal. I wish I would have bought them all out because they were selling 6 adults for $40. Awesome. Oof. Yeah. And they had like 4 or 5 bags of adults and like 4 or 5 bags of children, babies. Eric Bodrock was selling some Cory cats that really aren't on the market yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're like a gold laser, but it's only a partial gold laser, and they're solid gold with a big orange laser spot on their back.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I didn't know it was Eric Bodrock. So I didn't know if it was some type of mutant mix or something. I didn't know this was something. And like the guy was also trying to sell James a pleco. He said, oh, this is a pleco that was just discovered, and I've got them breeding now, so I'm selling them. They haven't got an official L name. And so James kind of rolled his eyes and went, okay, this guy's just mixing stuff in his basement. Well, it was Eric Bodrock the whole time. So they were ones that he caught in the rivers down there.
Okay.
But it was really bizarre because we had to walk in line, and they were expecting less than 100 people. They had over 300.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they normally get like this big auditorium, like a reception hall. But this time they just got like 2 lecture rooms at the hotel, so they're not very big. And they had like 15 tables in each one. So they had 30 vendors. And you had to walk in a line, and you couldn't go back.
Oh.
So basically, you would stop somewhere, buy your stuff, then you'd have to hustle back to your line spot. otherwise the line would just couldn't stop for every person.
Yeah.
So you basically would miss tables. Like James missed the guppy table I was at.
Oh, that's
And
weird.
yeah, we both missed things, and it was a bummer. But you could go back and go through line again. Well, we were the first ones through line because we stayed at the hotel. Actually, we weren't the first. We were like the 8th. But the line, was over 2 hours long.
Wow.
So, like, all we did was hung out and talked to people in the line and met people and stuff, which was really cool because, we got to meet our people that watch us that are neat. Rockin' Fish was there. Got to meet him. Oh, he gave me a pair of red, white, and blue guppies, which was nice.
Cool.
Yep. He also gave me a pair of green Hulks for Bob Kaler. And then, let's see, I met the Pattersons were there. So I already knew the Pattersons. John Whip. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. As soon as I see his name in chat, sometime I'll remember it. But he was there and his family, and they were really nice. So, and then we got to meet just a lot of people and talk to them and give out our stickers, and it was fun.
That sounds fun. Also, hello, Candy. How's it going?
Oh, hi, Candy.
I haven't seen you in a while. I've been sleeping when everyone streams, so I haven't been in anyone's streams lately. It's kind of sad.
Candy's been super, super busy.
But it's almost summer, so I'll be back on everybody's streams and not sleeping again.
Oh, yeah. That'd be awesome.
As of June.
Look.
Hey, Rico.
Mr. Rico. But, yep. So it was a lot of fun hanging out. Unfortunately, Stephen Conroy, we were going to meet him. We didn't see him. There was another guy who owns a fish store, and he was at the show, but we didn't know who we were looking for, so we were hoping people would recognize us. So we wore the Fish Room Fever shirts, and unfortunately, without people seeing my red beard, I'm harder to recognize. But James had his Fish Room Fever mask on too, but we went by his table twice.
Oh.
But he never saw us, so we just went over to his shop, and he wasn't there, so we just videotaped his shop. It is the fanciest shop I've ever seen. It was in Cincinnati. They have couches and lazy boy chairs and all sorts of neat fish.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yep, it was very neat. I made a video, but it's about probably 4 or 5 hours of editing because it's like I shot all these tanks and I need to slice them all together and put them together. I haven't done that yet, so I need to.
Was it John Cox?
John Cox is awesome. John Cox, I need to talk to him sometime. And I told my mom about some of his he's got, well, what do we call them? We call them snowball bushes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of what they're called, but he's got blue ones.
Hydrangeas?
They make a big ball of flowers.
Hydrangea?
Maybe. But he's got blue ones. And my mom's all excited, and now my sister, because he's talked to her. So,
well,
there he is. The Nicole Blue hydrangeas.
Okay.
Hydrangeas. But, yep, we'll have to figure out how to get those someday.
Let's
buy some of those from him.
We have a couple different kinds. We have strawberry ones. I think we have a blue one at the end of our driveway. I bought some pink and yellow ones or something, but the deer keep eating them, so haven't gotten to see flowers on them in 3 years.
Oh gosh. Well, we've got giant white ones all around, but we don't have any blues. So
I can't remember if it's those or azaleas that'll change color depending on the pH of the soil. I think it's azaleas. Because my grandmother would buy azalea bushes and they'd be like a fuchsia pink, but then she'd plant them and because their pH was low, they'd turn red.
Oh, wow. That's even better. John says, Ed, they're called for rain tomorrow, maybe Sunday. I think we're going to have thunderstorms at least here until Monday. We had some crazy water yesterday. We had almost 5 inches of rain. I was surprised that our power didn't flicker. And when the power flickers, I lose my internet.
Oh.
And it never flickered, so that was cool. But my
That's
house
cool.
even shook a couple times from some of the thunder. Crazy. But there was like people, those tornadoes really wiped out a lot of neighborhoods in Georgia, just south of me.
Well, that's not good.
Nope. Uh-oh, we lost Lefty.
Sneezing.
Oh, okay. So sometimes Lefty has to sneeze. So John said that they turn pink at the base.
Or do you mean they turn pink with basic pH, John? I think that's what you mean, but I'm not sure.
I don't know. It could be their blues turn pink with base. Oh, with base.
But I am mad at one of my fish tanks.
What happened?
So I woke up yesterday and the Mbuna tank was fine. I get breakfast. I come back and my small yellow lab is just lying on the bottom of the tank all bloody.
And you're blaming the fish tank?
I'm blaming the fish in the fish tank. So I took him out. I put him in a hospital tank. I put some meds in there. I'm hoping he was not doing good. He was not moving. He was just breathing. So I don't know. I don't think he gonna make it, but I'm hoping he does. So far, everybody else seems fine. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh, I've got a question for you. Do you get an affiliate link with John and Lisa?
I don't think so.
Okay, I didn't know. I figured they'd ask you. They asked James and I if we would want to do affiliation links with them, but we decided to just be neutral and say nice things about everyone.
Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't talked to Lisa in a while because she was busy with stuff. So, and like I said, I haven't been in their chat lately because when they're streaming, I'm sleeping.
Well, and it's John doing it, or at least John was doing all the talking with me and James.
Oh, that'll be another reason why.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've just hung out with James or John a lot more.
He probably sent another phantom email to me that I never got. Like when I was the first person to order a gift card from them, and he supposedly emailed me and was like, "How did the gift card turn out? Did it just automatically send one to you?" So I get a message from Lisa, and she's like, "Can you reply to John's email?" And I'm like, I'm looking through my email. I'm like, Lisa, I don't have anything from him. So she just asked me herself, and I'm like, oh yeah, I went fine.
That's good. Well, so maybe ask Lisa. So, but because I figured you're a big supporter of theirs, and I mean, James and I are too. I mean, we really like them a lot. It's just, we also like the co-op, and we like Get Gills, and so we just don't want to be. We want to just kind of keep ours open to everybody.
That's a good policy.
Yeah. And so that's what we're going to do.
Well, that's good. That's good of you.
Well, I was going to tell people to make sure they buy things from your affiliate link, but I guess I won't. At least not yet. If you want to buy anything from KG Tropics, hold on and wait till this guy over here might be able to get 10%.
They're probably going after channels that have more subscribers too.
Yeah, but you're so cool.
Oh, well, thank you. I also haven't been uploading lately.
Oh, for crying out loud. You and your diseases.
I know. I got back to work and they're like, what's this? Time number 3 or time number 4? And I'm like, I think it's number 3.
But if you count your mom's surgery, it could be 5.
That is the 3rd one.
Oh,
that would have been the 2nd time. The first time it was the whole month of December. And speaking of which, they're actually going to pay me for the 2 weeks in January now.
Oh, nice.
Because I made us think about it to HR. I'm like, how come your form says that you have to be a primary caregiver? You get 2/3 of your pay. I'm like, I wasn't offered that. I was told there was no money for me at all after being told that there was money for me. So she's like, oh, we'll make sure you retroactively get paid. So it'll be in your next paycheck or the paycheck after.
I didn't know schools had HRs.
We hired an HR woman this year because of COVID.
Okay.
because the superintendent's executive secretary didn't want to deal with it.
That's cool.
Yeah, next I have to do the, hey, can you give us benefits too?
Yeah.
At least
That'd be awesome.
something. But I might help with summer school. I got to figure out if I want to or not. Or if I can.
You know, I got some other really cool fish.
Oh.
Last Friday, when you didn't have your show, I went to Nashville.
Okay.
And I hung out with Tiffany White and Ginger Graves.
Cool.
And we went out to a cool Mexican restaurant and went to the best fish store. You know, that the whole city of Nashville only really has one good fish store.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's really bizarre. It's a big one, but it's only one. But so we went there, and Tiffany White is like breeding beautiful angels, just incredible. And I just thought of something. Oh, well, I'll bring that up in a minute. So she needs more room for her baby angels. So she's clearing out some of her guppies. So she gave me bluegrass guppies.
Well, that's cool.
What are the odds? Because that's what I thought I was buying at the swap. And so now I've got bluegrass guppies from her, and she gave me some black lace guppies.
Cool.
But yeah, that was super cool.
Oh, John McKenzie, you're gonna make Ed sad again.
You made my cat scared when I shook.
His beard's gonna catch fire like Hades from the Hercules animated movie.
John, Godzilla was only at the theaters for one day. All those ads they ran, they said it was coming out yesterday, but they didn't mention it was for one day.
That's a good marketing strategy to get everyone to go see it on the opening day.
If they tell you it's the only day.
Now people are going to be super high, or they wanted everyone to buy it on demand because it probably costs more money.
Oh, it's insane. But it comes back to the theaters on the 31st. So I've got to wait another 5 more days, 6 more days. And I really won't be able to see it then because that's a Thursday also. And with my Thursday night show, it's hard to see.
Isn't it?
It opens on the 31st. Rico's saying it opens on the 31st. It originally opened up on the 25th, though, Rico, is what was messed up.
Oh, well, it's a Wednesday, so you can see it if you don't have a stream on a Wednesday.
Yeah, I'll go on Wednesday for sure. That's cool. Wednesday is one of my days off.
Nice.
But it was actually at the theater on Wednesday here in town, too. And I was bummed that I didn't go and see it then because I hung out with Bob that day, so I was already out and about.
It's all Bob's fault.
Yep.
Dang it, Bob.
But, oh well. Such is life.
I just forgot what I was going to say.
But, Lefty, if it's next Wednesday, you could drive. How far is your drive to Chattanooga?
9 hours.
9 hours.
I have work.
How much time is in between your shifts?
I work from 8 to 3.
So
And then I have to be back at 6 a.m.
That's going to be pushing it because there's probably not going to be a show at midnight. Darn it.
I cannot really remember what I was going to say.
Thank you, Mike. You're such an understanding guy. But see, Rico's always so nice about all the movies. He doesn't care if they shaft him or not. But I just, I got to have my movie fix. But I do plan on going to see a movie tomorrow anyway.
I done remembered what I was going to say.
Good.
Our movie theaters are opening back up in April. I think.
They haven't even been open?
No, they've been closed. We haven't allowed them to open. We have not allowed bars to open in a year either.
Well, I don't care as much about bars. I
See, we tried movies at like 25% capacity, and then our rate went through the roof, so we closed them all again.
Oh, well, what they do here is they only, like the AMCs are only on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But we've got, and Regal has been completely shut down. But we've got this one place called UVC. I don't even know what that stands for. That's Spike Bob's house. And it shows one show a night.
Oh.
It shows one show, like it has like 7 o'clocks all through the week.
Mm-hmm.
And then they show like an 11 o'clock in the morning, I think, on Saturday and Sunday. So they have like, maybe they're spending hours thinking that the disease will die between shows. I don't know. But then there's this little rinky-dink outfit where Bob grew up, or like his little town, and it looks like a castle. And it's like even their commercials before has like local people like saying where the exits are and don't do yoga in the audience and things like that. But it's all like right there in their theater. So it's just crazy.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, they do one show in the afternoon every Wednesday. It's the only show that you can see for like 200 miles, maybe 300 miles on a Wednesday afternoon. So the place gets packed. Mm-hmm. And they had like 14 or 15 employees. I couldn't believe it. And they got a guy testing your heat on your head to see if you have a fever.
Oh, we installed touchless water fountains in the school and a touchless water bottle filler. So all the kids were doing today was playing with the goddamn things. So the floors are sopping wet. I'm like, these are the stupidest thing ever. And then the touchless part didn't work on the water bottle, so the kids have to push the button.
Oh,
just like crazy. They gave us touchless toilets that flush. The sensors don't work, so you still have to touch the button on the side to flush it. Whereas before, you could just take your foot and push the lever down.
I never touch them. I just kick them.
And then they gave us touchless faucets.
Unless it's at somebody's house, and then I don't kick them.
Then they gave us touchless.
I just want to make sure that if I ever visit Candy, she knows that I won't kick her toilet.
That's good, because I think Candy's very attached to her toilets.
Yes.
They're like part of the family.
Oh, I wouldn't even use Candy's toilets. If I got to visit Candy, I would just like be happy.
Hold it.
And, yeah, hold it and be happy.
Well, they gave us the stupid touchless faucets too, but the water pressure on the touchless faucets is so high. The second you stick your hand off it, all of the soap gets blown off your hand.
Oh,
it's just it's kind of stupid.
Boy, just anger issues there.
They do the stupid. They get all this money from the government to buy stuff for COVID, and it just makes things worse.
Yeah.
So we're already on the subject of movies.
Yes.
We should use our wheel.
All right. Let's do the wheel.
There's the wheel. Okay, we'll do decades first this time, so I think we did genres first last time. You ready?
Rico was with me last time. Yep.
Okay, we got 80s.
Okay, I think I know a lot of movies from the 80s.
And what's our genre going to be? Oh, disaster films. Okay.
Ooh. Oh, wow. That's fun.
So 80 disasters movies.
I'm trying to remember.
I'm thinking of one, but I can't remember what year it came out.
Yeah, boy, that's a neat category.
God.
Because I remember some as a child, but the thing is I don't think I ever went to see a disaster movie. They were just on TV.
Yeah.
So then knowing if it was made in the 70s or in the 80s, because there was, I think, a movie called Avalanche that I absolutely loved as a child. It was a ski lodge. That had this avalanche come down on it.
Oh, I think I remember that one.
And after that, I just loved avalanches. I thought they were the neatest thing in the world.
Now,
And then, like, there was like the Poseidon or something. There was like this one ship that sunk to the bottom of the ocean, and the people lived there in the ship.
oh,
And it was like slowly falling apart. Oh, it was crazy, but everything was upside down.
now, would we consider the Mad Maxes to be disaster films? Would
I
that
would call
fall
that
in there?
apocalypse.
I would too, but I wasn't sure if they would go in that category.
Is there apocalypse?
I did not put that on here, no.
Okay.
So I think disaster would be the closest thing we have to it.
Okay, I was thinking like tsunamis and
like Tornado or Twister.
Volcanoes.
I love Volcano. I watch it every time it's on TV. But I think those are 90s, aren't they?
Yeah.
Damn it. They're supposed to be remaking Tornado.
I think there was an earthquake movie. Oh, man. Boy, you stumped me good on this one. The Poseidon Adventure. I wonder if that's the one that I'm thinking.
Poseidon Adventure is the one where the ship capsizes and it's upside down, and the people have to climb to the bottom of the ship and cut their way out.
That's a newer movie, but I thought there
was an old version too.
Yeah, but I don't think they escaped in that one. I think in the original one they just lived in it upside down.
Maybe. I don't think I don't know.
And maybe a military type submarine came and saved the people, or was trying to.
Maybe. Boy,
that's such a tough one.
This is a harder one than normal.
Lots of disasters once we started talking global warming in the 90s, I think. In the 80s, I think we were just fine destroying everything. Man. Yeah, John Cox, it's disaster movies in the 80s. Not actually disasters, but movies. Airport.
Well, I mean, I was going to say Airplane, but isn't that a comedy? Or could that be double genre?
Well, that's Airplane. Airport, I think, might be one where it was maybe a flight deal where the airplanes were not landing right or something. Kind of like Die Hard 2. Lots in the 70s, I think, of disaster shows. Yeah, well, there was a lot of really fun things in the 70s. The 70s was a great time for movies. The Abyss. I don't know if The Abyss would be a disaster movie, though. I would consider that a deep sea
fantasy.
Yeah. Oh, there's Rack.
Hey, Rack, how's it going?
You know, if anybody knows a good disaster movie, it's Rack. Rack, we're trying to think of a disaster movie from the 80s. Type in Avalanche and see if Avalanche was a movie in the 80s.
All right. Um, 78.
Nuts.
Earthquake was also 78.
Oh, nuts.
Airport was also in 75.
Oh. Wow.
There's gotta be something.
I know. I'm trying to think of plagues. Was there any?
Wasn't there movies? One called Virus or something?
I think like that was
a bad Japanese movie.
Well, maybe in Japan, But I think there's a virus movie that came out in the 90s.
I'm on Google.
But it made people like zombie sick.
Virus.
Normally, I know my 80s movies, but that was a time of superheroes had lots of muscles, you know?
Yeah, okay, there was one called Virus. It was one of those low-budget Japanese films.
What year?
80 on the dot.
Oh, wow.
But again,
the Tower Inferno. That's a great one.
It is, but isn't that also the 70s?
Oh, he said 74.
Could we not have gotten the 70s wheel? Bad wheel. Give us the 70s instead.
Well, I want to find out a disaster movie from the 80s.
All right, no, what is if we got 2000s instead? See, I was going to say Mad Max Rack, but then we decided that was more post-apocalyptic, but I mean, we don't have apocalyptic movies on here.
That's crazy.
Do you want me to add it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I love apocalyptic movies. Oh, man. Well, how about Gremlins? Because that was kind of a disaster when all the Gremlins started reproducing.
Yeah, but that's more of a fantasy than anything.
Yeah, or a horror. I don't know. I never even saw that movie.
But I mean, I've seen the movie. We also have the record where you watch along with a flip book.
I'm trying to think.
And this is almost as bad as 64.
Movies. I know, that's crazy.
Actually, I think this might be worse.
Well, let's just Google it and find out what we messed up.
All right. Disaster films in the 80s. Hey, Larry. All right.
Oh, before you say anything, let's see if Larry knows, because he's a super smart guy. Larry, can you think of a movie that's a disaster movie that came out in the 80s? And when we say disaster, we mean like environmentally disaster.
Like Armageddon or Deep Impact.
Yeah. Or Twister.
Man, why couldn't we have gotten the 90s for disaster films? There were so many good ones then.
Well, I'm telling you, I think it's because our mindset was global warming.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't the mindset at the time.
All right, I have the wiki list of the 80s disaster films pulled up.
Let's hear it.
So we have Air Crew.
Never heard of it.
Airplane 2, the sequel.
A comedy.
Airplane, another comedy. Anxious Sunday. Never heard of it.
What is that about?
Anxious Sunday is a Liberian tanker is marooned in the port of the Black Sea. Repair ship, 3 locksmiths, a young training team, repair malfunctions.
Oh, I thought of one. The Day After.
Okay, yes, that is on the list then.
Woohoo! Wow. I feel so much better. Even though it's still nuclear war.
That was 83.
That was a terrifying movie. Terrifying. Okay, keep going with some of your others.
All right, we have Cave In.
Okay.
Chain Reaction.
I think I've heard of that.
Countdown to Looking Glass.
Nope.
The Day After, which you just said. DEFCON 4. Which I think is another nuclear one.
Yeah, I've heard the term, but I haven't heard it.
Express on Fire. Flight 90, Disaster on the Potomac.
Okay.
High Ice.
Not a clue.
Impulse.
No, I don't know.
I don't know how to say this one.
Impulse, was that there's a Stephen King book, I think, named that.
This was a Malaysian movie, so I'm not even going to try and say what it's pronounced.
Okay.
It's like Kali Kakama or something.
Yeah.
Miracle Mile. The Night the Bridge Fell Down.
Ooh.
The Quiet Earth.
Hmm.
Runaway Train, which I think somebody said in chat.
Oh, good job, someone.
St. Helens.
Oh, John said it. Good job, John.
Starflight, the plane that couldn't land. Lots of planes. Steel Dawn.
Oh, all right.
Testament.
No, Steel Dawn. I love Steel Dawn, but that's post-apocalyptic.
It does, yeah, when you hover over it, it does say post-apocalyptic.
It's one of my favorite movies. It's actually a Patrick Swayze movie. It came out at the exact same time as Running Man.
Oh.
That Schwarzenegger movie. And it was really cool because they made the movie posters so they matched. One had
cool.
Swayze and one had Schwarzenegger, and they like were facing each other, but they were separate movies, so totally different.
All right, okay. We got a couple more. We got Testament, Threads, Train Off Schedule, Virus, which is the Japanese movie, and then When Time Ran Out.
When Time Ran Out sounds kind of cool.
That one is an active volcano threatens a South Pacific island. Its guests as a power struggle ensures between the property developer and a drilling foreman. Oh, so they're drilling into the volcano and they have to fight. Okay. It's got Paul Newman in it.
Well, I'm happy that I was able to pull one out of my head at the last minute.
That's good. I'm glad we got one. Oh, did he freeze? Did you freeze? Oh, there he is. Okay, you're back. Whew, scared me for a second there.
Okay. Yeah, I lost connection. But yeah, I'm happy I got one right.
That's good. Rico, that is a great movie, but I don't think it would have counted.
What did Rico say?
He quoted Planet of the Apes.
Oh. Yeah, I would say sci-fi.
Yeah, I would go sci-fi or apocalyptic one. Yeah. Well, now that we've added apocalyptic, I feel like we need to re-roll the wheel.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Watch, we'll get an easy one this time. Look, you got comedy.
Okay.
Watch it be like pre-1920s comedy.
I'll just say Charlie Chaplin meets Hitler or something crazy.
Oh, look how close that was to pre-50s.
Oh, my gosh.
So a comedy from last year.
The best comedy from, oh my gosh, actually last year was kind of a bad year. Oh my gosh. Last year's the only year I didn't go see movies. I only saw 2 or 3 movies last year.
Oh.
But we can do this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I saw it. Oh, the Jumanji 2.
Okay.
Was that last year?
I believe
or 2019? There was only like 3 months that I could watch movies last year. I saw the Harriet Tubman was the last movie I saw, and then the
movie was 2019, unfortunately.
Oh, nuts!
I got mine. Hey, Scott.
What's yours?
Eurovision. I think they came out last year, right? Yeah, someone with Will Ferrell.
I don't know. I'm not a big.
I think it was about like a Finland or Swedish singers. I think. Huh. There's the movie poster. The only reason I know about it is because Good Morning America did a special on the movie because the town where it was filmed is now famous for that movie. So they're trying to like use the movie to like showcase the local talent.
I'm trying to think of Amy Schumer, or is that her name?
Sure, yeah, yep.
What was she just in last year? I don't know. We already did our movie.
Well, you got one for the other one. It's okay. We don't.
Well, you see, I think I saw a whatever.
Jumanji?
Yeah, Jumanji last year because I didn't.
They could have
right
rerun it.
Well, I didn't see it right away, and it was right at Christmas time.
Okay.
So I think I saw it in January, but it still wouldn't count. And then I'm like thinking kid movies because they're considered comedies kind of too.
I don't think we got a Minions movie last year.
Wow. Normally I'm really good at trivia. Maybe I just didn't get enough sleep. I'm sorry, folks. I'm letting you down.
It's, we had a week off, so we're a little rusty. We'll blame it on the week off.
Scotty is in the house. And Tom Patterson's in the house.
Hey, Xanadu, how's it going?
And Xanadu. Tom Patterson is one of the people that I got to hang out with in Cincinnati. And he went the night before, just like James and I. And his family went to some arcade place and didn't tell James and I. And we were bored and went to bed like at 9 o'clock.
That's not good.
We looked up. We got there and, well, you knew that I did the show with you.
Yes.
And so after that, we were like, okay, we have time to go to one fish store somewhere around here, and we're going to take a video at the store. So we go, and the fish store had been torn down.
Oh.
But it didn't say that on the website. So I drove in circles around the building that was torn down, and it's like, where is it? Where? And we kept looking everywhere, and then it was like, I bet you it was in that spot that's missing.
Oof.
So then it's like 8 o'clock. So we looked up really good places to eat. And also, first thing I did was, what is Cincinnati famous for? And they say the chili. So I said, okay, really good places to find chili in Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. And we went to the Blue Ash Chili, was the name of the diner.
Okay.
And it was great, but their chili is weird. Cincinnati chili is like hot dog chili, like at the gas station.
Like refried bean chili?
No beans whatsoever. Just meat.
Oh. See,
it was like meat and maybe curry in it.
See, I can't do chili without the bean because I need something that's not mush.
Yeah. Well, and there's places down here that just do bean chili, and it's like it's got to have the meat.
Yeah.
You know. So, but yeah, we were like, there's no beans in this, and it's like, you guys put beans in your chili?
Doesn't everybody?
Well, not in Cincinnati.
That's like when we went to Maryland. It was breakfast, and even the breakfast came with crab. So I think my dad ended up getting like eggs Benedict with crab or something. We're like, it's too early in the morning for crab.
And I got Tom's phone number now too. Oh, the cat's sitting on my phone. But I have, not that I'm going to give everybody Tom's phone number, but next time we go somewhere and he's at the same place, we're going to call him and see what he's doing so we can go with. Because, yeah, we had no idea what to do in Cincinnati.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Are there any events up this way coming up?
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to blow at you. You kind of like, what's your problem? The cat's right here. Yes. There is a fish auction in Pittsburgh on the April 15th.
It says 25th.
That's September 25th. Nope, that's September 12th. April 25th.
All right.
That's next month.
Okay.
So that's the closest thing to you that I've got.
Oh, man, it's on a Sunday. God's damn it.
Very nice. But James and I will not be going to that.
Oh, well, I won't be going into that.
We're going to be going to Charlotte,
North Carolina?
Yes.
When's that one?
That one is in 2 weeks.
Oh.
It's a swap.
Charlotte's not that far. I want to say it's within the 10-hour mark.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's been a hot. I mean, when is that?
Let's see. I'll look it up for you.
Oh, I was right. It's 11 hours. That's nothing.
It's still kind of long for you.
Nah, that's
it's 6 hours
for me. It ain't for long for me.
Well, that'd be cool. I'll find out if it's Saturday or Sunday, and we'll let you know. I mean,
all right.
We'll find some good place to eat or something there and have fun.
Cool.
Maybe we can see Godzilla again. There might be something else great. Who knows?
True.
See what movies come out that week. In 2 weeks.
2 weeks would be what? The week of the 12th?
You know what? I think it's next week.
Oh.
I think it's April 1st.
Oh. Well, then I
definitely bring my spiral down. Wow, this charger has charged my phone to 59%, but it's hot.
Nice. Yeah, that'll happen if it's not like a charger for your phone.
Well, and the cat was sitting on it for a long time, too.
Oh, yeah, it's not going to help. So, movies coming out in April. We've got The Unholy comes out on April 2nd. Mortal Kombat is April 16th.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. It's an all new one.
Yeah. Assault on VA 33 is on the 2nd.
I don't know what that is.
I'm assuming it's probably someone shoots up a VA.
Oh, I don't think I want to see
I had to guess. Every Breath You Take is April 2nd.
Every breath.
Oh, this was the one I was at. I think it's this one.
You.
Let me see if this is the right move. I was going to ask you about this movie. Is this the one with the thing?
Yeah, we may just want to see Godzilla again. We could all dress up in Godzilla costumes.
We could.
Wait, are you team Godzilla or team Kong?
I mean, I like the giant lizard.
Okay. Even though I do have the Kong outfit.
So there's a movie coming out on April 9th called Voyagers.
Uh-huh.
Which is about it's about astronauts up in space, and they start going paranoid because they're like hallucinating because they're high out of their mind on some kind of drug.
Uh-huh.
It looks interesting, but I guess they did like genetic manipulation or something. So I didn't know if you saw anything for that yet. Something called The Tunnel. Looks like it might be a horror film. The Tunnel is.
I lost my head. It took my bandana off. I'm just a big bald guy now. But oh well. I was King Kong for a minute. I hate King Kong. There, now speak. I can hear.
I'm actually going to do this so we can all look at the list together. So we got The Tunnel, which is some horror film. One Perfect Wedding.
Look at how much less white there is when I put a bandana on my head. It was so bright when I took the mask off.
We got a Tom Clancy movie coming out.
They're about 50% good.
The Nameless Days looks like another horror film. Thunder Force is probably going to be a comedy because it's got Melissa McCarthy in it.
That looks pretty horrible. They find out that they're superheroes and they fight crime.
Oh. In Search of Tomorrow is a sci-fi documentary. Yeah, because there's all the different ships. Okay. Now, what ships are on this poster? No, I wanted to see the poster.
What was the cool shoes underneath there? Is this stuff that you shop for?
No, this is just ads after the movies.
Oh, well, I thought these might be things that you like looked at that you were thinking about buying.
Never bought those before.
You would be so cool if you would buy shoes like that and pants like that.
I want to see this picture. Is this a better close-up? Let's see. So we've got the DeLorean. We've got...
You mean the Mandalorian?
I still haven't seen that.
No, I haven't either.
All right, chat. How many of these can you guys guess?
Well, okay.
Can anyone guess this one right here?
Is this a sequel to that one where the kid like would jump into different bodies?
No, I think it's just it's a documentary on 80s science fiction.
Okay, you got Spaceballs up there with the flying.
Anyone remember what this one is right here where my cursor's circling?
Oh gosh,
I love this movie.
What is it?
The Navigator.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. We got the Spaceballs ship. We've got the Enterprise.
Oh, the one down at the bottom is the one that the star. Oh gosh, it was the kid that was really good at the video games, and he won the all-time high score. And they went to Earth and got him to fight in this galactic war, and he saves the world.
Last Starfighter. That's what.
Yes, says. That's it. That was such a good one.
Let's see.
I really can't see these things very well.
I mean, I'm hoping they put the right Enterprise in there, because if it was the 80s, it should at least be the Enterprise A or B. Because this is I think this is Zefram Cochrane's ship from First Contact. Did that come out in the 80s? No, that was in the 90s. Never mind. I don't know what this almost looks like an old Battlestar.
I think it's a Cylon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks like an old Battlestar.
No, it's the fighters in Starbuck fought against the Cylon ships.
Yeah.
Gosh, what was that called?
Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah, but the Cylons, whatever their ship was called.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what this one is. This long, slender one.
Yeah, I don't know.
But hey, we got most of them. Good job, chat.
Yep.
Let's see whether. So we left off with that one. Vanquish comes out the 16th.
That looks good.
Commandi, The Last Boy on Earth, is a DC movie.
Looks horrid.
A movie called Monday. Oh, hey, Justice Society, World War II.
Yeah, I feel like I already bought that on DVD. But I got one that looks very similar to that for $5 a month ago in the $5 bin.
As luck would have it. Oh, let's see. Matchmaker Mystery. That sounds horrible. Mummy's Revenge or Resurgence.
Is that Mummy's Revenge? Is that part of the? Oh, it is. It's Is that a sequel to the Tom Cruise movie?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because they were originally saying they were going to bring back all the old Universal monsters.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's,
they had Dr. Jekyll in there, but they had the creature's hand like in a glass orb.
Oh.
And so that means they could have a creature movie, which I would love.
Well, I'm not monetized, so let's give the trailer a listen.
Now, I, for one, never thought we'd be able to have first-hand experience at examining a mummy.
Combination ain't nothing to be scared about. A dead corpse wrapped up in cloth, mate.
Be careful with that.
I don't think they would be doing this with sunlight directly hitting the mummy.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a horror film. I don't think it's going to be a mummy film.
No one's gonna believe us. They're gonna think we did this.
We have to break the cycle to break the curse.
Guys, I think
It's a British flick.
Yeah.
I think if I had to fight a monster, I'd want to fight the mummy. I'm just guessing that I might have more strength than the mummy.
What happened to you?
That looked like Michael Myers.
Oh, yes. Shoot it, because that'll help.
Well, maybe if you like shot it in the joints. Wow, this looks really bad.
It does.
I mean, his outfit changes.
That looks horrid. Don't go see it unless you want to laugh.
Might go see it though. If it's out.
Yeah, that's definitely a low budget film. Why is that even on a list of films coming out? That's almost like it's going to be like a Netflix one or something.
They're trying to fake it by making it look like it's a sequel to The Mummy.
Yeah. Because the billboard picture makes it look like it's a sequel to the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah, they put more money into the billboard than the movie. Sometimes a good dumb movie's good though.
Every now and then. So I will say Netflix has some pretty decent horror films on their website.
I haven't had Netflix in a long time.
I mostly use it to watch shows, but
yeah, I like binging shows and just watching it like forever, but I watched everything. And then I realized I had paid for like 11 months and hadn't seen anything. So I just canceled it.
Yeah, if I can't sleep, I'll just put on a Netflix horror film.
Okay.
And then I go to bed.
The screaming helps you sleep?
I don't usually do the screaming. I do the suspense thrillers more. Like there was one called Hush, where it's about a death girl in the middle of the woods in a house.
And she can't scream, so she's just it makes you go to sleep.
She can't hear, so her neighbor like runs into her sliding glass door, and then all you see is an arrow come through her chest from a crossbow. And then the killer's just kind of looking like, why isn't this chick reacting? Because normal people would hear her hit the door. And then he slowly realizes that she's deaf and like breaks into her house and like steals her phone and starts sending her, because she has an iPad and it's linked up to Apple or something. So he like starts taking pictures around her house and sending them to her.
Because he really likes scaring people before he kills them.
Yeah. And then at one point, she's like, I won't tell the cops. I haven't seen your face. I'll let you go if you don't hurt me. So what's he do? He rips his mask off and he's like, oh, well, now you can't do that. But there's one cool scene where she's hiding in the bathroom and she can feel him breathing on her neck because he's trying to come down the wall or something. She does escape in the end.
I'm not afraid. I'd fight.
Then I watched a weird one about it was about an African couple that were seeking asylum in Britain, and they like lied about a child that wasn't there so they could become refugees. And they were on a boat and it capsized, so like the African god of death followed them to their apartment and terrorized the crap out of them. Ooh, I just glitched out.
Yeah, that looked like a spirit.
Uh-oh, I better stop talking about it. If you guys don't hear from me, the African god of death has killed me. So we got about 25 minutes left. Now, you want to talk about some games?
Yes.
Now, I want to show you mine first, and then we'll do what you want to do. Because I think you're going to like mine. I don't know if you've heard about it, but let me do one of mine. I saw a video I've heard about this game. Never actually watched a video on it till the other day, and I'm kind of like, I want it now. It's called Mechs versus Minions.
Ooh,
Have you heard of it?
no.
Have you? Okay, so it's by Riot Games, which is a big game company that has made a game called League of Legends. So
Yes. Love the game League of Legends.
this is what your board look like. So you play as a mechs. Where is it? There's a mech right there. And the whole point is to defend your base, which is like this area over here. And minions spawn on the outer edges and slowly move in.
Mm-hmm.
And there's all 4 of your mech guys are out there.
Well, those are the worst looking mechs ever.
Well, they're based off of ones in the game.
Yeah, that's terrible. Mechs should be big giant robot things.
Yeah, the mechs in League are like manned by like small little people. And then you got these gems. And the whole point is you have to collect these 4 gems and bring them back to your base without dying. I think it's 15 minions you level up and get like more health and stuff.
What do the minions look like? Are they cool looking?
The minions.
I've got mechs that I could replace those mechs with.
So I think I might have a. Where's the other picture? Is it this one? There you go. Someone painted them. They're normally gray, but this person has painted them. So there's little guys with axes and shields.
Well, I if I played this game, I would replace the 4 mechs or whatever you call them with from games from like tabletop games that I've made that look 100 times cooler. I couldn't play with like a little thing.
So in this
Lazarus,
hey, Laz, how's it going? So you move around the board. You get like power ups. There's like a drafting phase. So you flip over 6 cards. There's only 4 players, and you set a 1-minute timer, and people have to grab what ability they want. So there's movement abilities, there's repair abilities, and then there's attacks. If your turn ends and one of the minions move every turn, and if a minion ends its turn next to you, the adjacent tile, you take damage. If you take damage, you have to draw a card from this glitch deck, which will give you like a negative thing you have to do. And then you have to put it on your command board, which I think I have fixed, which is this thingy. So you get 6 abilities, and you have to roll to slot like where you're going to put your glitch. So your turn consists of you going through your movements and whatnot. So if you have 6 movement abilities, you're just speeding across the board.
Cool.
And every time you pick up a gem, the game escalates. So like once you pick up the first gem, minions move 2 spaces on their turn instead of 1. When you pick up the second gem, you spawn 2 rows of minions instead of 1. And then I can't remember what the 3rd and 4th do, but it basically makes the game progressively harder. So basically you don't want to pick up the gems until you have enough power-ups and whatnot.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Yeah, like I say, I think I like the sound of the game. I just hate the models.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like that bomb looks cool. Or is that a mech?
Oh, that would be a bomb.
See, that looks amazing. So, yeah, I would just get rid of the 4 corny mechs and put in 4 awesome mechs from, like, War Machine.
Oh, that would be
man, it would be fun.
It would be.
I mean, that's stupid. Look at that.
But yeah, when it came out in 2016. I believe it retailed at $70 when it came out.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I don't think it's in print anymore. So you can only find it used. The cheapest I've seen it for used was on eBay. I think someone was selling it for $90. But then because it's a heavy box, they were like $30 to ship it.
Well, now you know what to get me for Christmas.
Though, I mean, if you have enough stuff, you could probably just recreate the game. You just wouldn't have the decks.
Yeah, the decks are what you need.
But
I
it
do
is
have
on
the-
Amazon for like $200. I'm like, I'm not spending that much on this game.
Well, that's cool, though.
I mean, I want to get it, but I don't want to spend that much. So I'll look for like an eBay auction that said got it cheap and try and snag a cheap copy.
Well, the game that I was going to show everybody is upstairs, and I told Lefty, we got on like a half hour before the show started. I was like, I'm too tired to go upstairs. So I wanted to do this game or talk about this game off Kickstarter that Sean Peck is getting. And James and I are talking about playing it. Once he gets it, we're going to get together every Friday and play it.
All right.
It's really cool. I'm trying to find it. I think he's spent like $800, $700 on it already. But he's been paying into it like $100 every 6 months for the last 3 years, buying like all their upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the heck is Sean? Let me just type Sean at the top of my phone.
All right.
But it's like a witch hunter game or something.
Oh.
Nope.
Yeah, I've never actually. I think I've done like 1 or 2 Kickstarters. Or maybe not. I don't know. I've always been a little weary on doing it because I've heard people invest in them and then never get their stuff.
I've gotten some great stuff off of Kickstarters. I got.
Did you get Wingspan off Kickstarter?
No, I bought that from the store.
Oh, okay.
But I got My Cthulhu May Die and another great game. I don't know if I've ever talked about it. Zombie Side is a Kickstarter. Well, that's a great one. You know what? Let's go to just type in Zombie Side. We'll talk about Zombie Side. That's upstairs also, and it's too heavy to carry. I'm feeling really wimpy.
Is this it?
Yes.
All right.
Now, Zombie Side's a really cool game. It's a cooperative game that everybody works together, and you have a book, and it has like different scenarios in it.
Okay.
And you basically are trying to survive in the city. And so you open your book, and it shows like how to put the map together, because all the maps are like cardboard squares. They don't snap together, but you place them together with all the buildings and stuff, and you put like coins in different ones. And so you have to find like so many cans of food, or you have to search for weapons, you have to search for all the medicine, you search for all sorts of things. And those are the fatties. There's 3 types of zombies. There's normal zombies. That's a normal zombie. There's a runner zombie who looks like it's sprinting. And there's the sprinters. And then there's the fatties. And the fatties take 3 shots to kill.
All right.
The normal ones take 1 shot. That's a hero. So you can be him. I think that's the cop. But each one of these guys is like a different ability. I play the guy Ned. Ned has the ability when he searches for stuff, he can take an extra card.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he's really good at getting cards quicker. And you level up 1 to 20. And it's like every time you get a kill, you get to level up.
Okay.
So you need 20 kills to get to max level, and you get more and more things. So you like once you get the threshold of the blue, you go up a skill.
Okay.
And then you go up another skill once you get through the yellow, and then another one when you get all the way through the red, which takes forever.
Cool.
But my family loves playing this because we work together. If you use loud weapons, it draws more zombies, so it's good to use like baseball bats and crowbars.
So they went realistic with it.
Yeah, but I mean, the nice thing about a sniper rifle is you can kill something like way down the street before it even gets to you.
Okay.
You can set up barricades to slow the zombies down. There's just a lot of different things, but like you normally have like a headquarters, which is like where it's all locked up, and you can always run in there and heal up, and you drop off your stuff, and then you leave and do it again, you know, and hopefully you don't get overran by zombies. And I planted all mine. Like one of the girls has roller skates, and so she's like faster than a normal person, so she can move 5 squares instead of 3. There's one kid that wears a hoodie, and he can pull his hoodie over his head, and the zombies don't notice him, so he can walk by a zombie.
All right.
If nobody notices, or they won't notice if he walks by, but he has to walk and not run. You get bit 3 times and you're dead.
Oof.
Yeah, so but you can always get medicine. See the kid right in the middle with the orange base? He's the guy that can hide by people. I'm looking for Ned. Ooh, my paint jobs are better. Ned. Nope. Ned's not the. Ned. Oh, Ned's the one way in the back with the beard and the trench coat. And I figure since his name's Ned and I'm Ed, that's me.
Close enough. Yep.
You see the girl with the roller skates? She has a chainsaw.
Cool.
She doesn't start off with a chainsaw. You have to find a chainsaw to actually. But the cool thing about a chainsaw is it can chop, I think, 1 wound to everybody in your square.
Oh.
So it does just a tremendous amount of damage. Shotguns can kill do 3 wounds to creatures. So you can kill 3 normal zombies or 1 fatty with 1 shotgun shot. So, there's just lots of different things. It's a really fun game. And now they've got 3 other versions. I've got it's called Toxic Mall, and these zombies are all like radiated, and that's why they're zombies. So It's not like a virus. So if you get bit, you don't turn into one. But then there's a mall game version that I have where you're running to the mall and finding stuff in the stores. It's basically the same as the town. And then there's a medieval one, and I haven't played it yet. I bought it for my sister, and they all played it, and they said they absolutely loved it.
That's good.
So, yeah. Oh, and then there's a version. There's they always keep making new versions. There's a version where you can become a zombie, but you have your mental brain still.
Mm-hmm.
So you get zombie powers, but you're going to eventually fall apart and die.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Yeah. Or so you got to be maybe cured. Maybe it's when you die, you flip the card.
There you are.
Yep.
Is that a frying pan?
Yeah. That's the cool thing is the game starts off with there's 4 people in your group, you have 4 weapons or 5 weapons, and you deal them all out randomly. Who gets it? One person always starts off with a handgun.
Okay.
And then there's 2 frying pans, crowbar, and a knife or something. And they're low-level weapons.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good game.
It sounds good.
The medieval game is supposed to even be better because there's magic.
Oh.
And stuff, and it's more like Dungeons and Dragons from what I understand. And now they've made an alien one where you're in a spaceship.
Oh, wow. They have a lot of expansions. Holy. So I went to their website. I went to products. I don't know if this is all. Maybe it's not all them.
I've got the dog expansion where you can get dog pets. And dogs are real cool because it's like a companion and they help fight. And you can only carry so many things. And so some dogs carry stuff for you.
This must be the medieval one.
I haven't played it yet. I need to.
I saw a trebuchet, so I'm assuming that it's part of it.
Oh, wow.
I think this is just the quest pages. I was hoping I could see things on here, but it only says Zombie Season 1. I don't know where the rest of their stuff would be. Oh, look, I can just scroll down to Zombicide right there.
That might be the aliens.
Yeah, those look like aliens. This might be the... maybe this one? I saw
Each one, yeah. Each one has a couple expansions to it also. But you see, it looks like a board right there, but those are all just puzzle
individual
pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all squares that are put together. And that's the worst part of the game, the best and the worst part of the game, because it takes a while to find all the right squares and place them just right. Yeah. Good game, guys. It's a fun game because you work as a team. There's no bad guys.
Games.
I love cooperative games because it makes everybody think and work.
I was gonna do a cooperative Batman game this week. I'm gonna save it for next week.
Oh, I thought you were gonna play it.
No, I'm gonna save it for next week and talk about it then.
I would like to play that.
I figured I'd do. There's 2 Batman games I was gonna do, and then I'm like, you know what? This one's got a crap ton of figures. I'm just gonna do this one because I know Ed likes figures.
Mm-hmm. Well, this one that Sean's doing is a really cool game because it's set back in the Salem witch trial type days, but they're saying that the witches were actually real and there's demons in the woods.
Oh,
Like, did you ever see that Jack and Jill movie?
yes.
It's basically like that. And so you can be like different demon hunters and wizards that are good and stuff or whatever. It just looks really cool.
Oh dear, I searched witch to see if I could find it, and I got way too much stuff.
I think if you look up Salem,
Salem. Okay, let's look at.
I think Salem was in the name, but I'm not for sure. And John Cox says he likes games with winners and losers. Got to have that competitive edge. Well, I understand, but a lot of the, we lose a lot as a team, and then nobody feels bad. But I understand that's maybe how some people say you shouldn't give trophies to losers. To your kids that suck. But it's just fun to work as a team on things. I don't know.
Be great. They need to move their search button because I keep clicking the start a project button instead.
Elizabeth is in the house.
I searched by popularity, maybe? I got 890 projects when I searched Salem. One's just straight up called Salem.
It has lots of miniatures that Sean's going to love to paint. And I mean, dozens of board games and everything. It's just the biggest single mass game I've ever seen. I bought a gallon of tea today when I was at Walmart.
How much is left?
No, this is my old one. I got the whole one still full. But did you see? I actually got this cup at Burger King.
Oh, we had some of those. I don't think we had those. We had different ones.
I had all 4. Now I only have 3. My mom broke and dropped my favorite one at Boba Fett. It was in the cantina. Yes, she dropped it and broke it. And when she did that, I took the other 3 and I hid them in a box.
Good plan.
Yep, and now I keep them in the kitchen, my kitchen, and my cat is whacking it with his tail. I don't want him to knock it over. But I thought it'd be appropriate to drink it on your show, or out of it.
That's cool.
I only drink out of it about once a year.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find it.
That cup is older than you.
It doesn't surprise me.
You were born in 92?
Yup.
Yeah, I think this cup was like from 86.
So I'm just going to click on Kickstarter, and we're going to look at what the most popular game is.
Yeah, it's just about to be released.
Let's see. Explore games. Let's see. Sort by popularity. So the most popular game with 60,000 plus backers is Clash of Deck.
That looks terrible.
I'm assuming it's some kind of deck builder.
Yes. I will not be playing that. Well, I might, but I will not be purchasing that. Anytime, not off of this. And it looks like Wingspan. Kind of. Oh no, I guess you're fighting each other. Yeah, I don't like this game.
Yeah,
Anakin says, "Hello, Laz." I wonder what Danikin and Lazarus would talk about if they were at a donut shop together.
Probably donuts.
You want to hear about a bad donut situation I was in today?
Uh-oh. Sure. We'll wrap the show up on this.
So my donut shop is awesome. It's called Donut Masters in my town. they got some new girl working in there. And my dad said that he wanted 3 chocolate-filled ones with Bavarian cream and 3 raspberry-filled.
Okay.
She filled the 3 raspberry and gave him ones that were hollow with the others.
Why?
She didn't fill any of the donuts that are always filled. She just had them empty.
Wow.
And she was going to fill them as people asked for them. I think she was just that lazy.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah. And then she charged my dad $1.20 extra.
What? Man, that's not good.
Yeah, he said from now on I'm going to have to be the person that buys the donuts. I didn't even go in. I just had to hear the story.
Oh, okay.
But normally I do most of the buying of foods because Dad gets like cranky about it because people.
Why is my web? Eh? Oh.
And it's partially he can't hear anything, so he assumes what people are saying that isn't right sometimes.
My webcam froze.
Oh, for crying out!
It did this to me the other day when I was doing a class too. All right, we're back. Hello. But no, I tried. I had Dunkin' Donuts for the first time in ages. I tried one of their apple fritter things that they sell, which really isn't an apple fritter. It's just a freaking donut with apple filling and cinnamon.
Yes, I don't like them.
It gave me the worst indigestion I've had in years.
I'm glad you didn't say the worst runs.
Oh, I can't do Dunkin'. I can't do their donuts. They always give me indigestion. I thought I could try it, but it didn't work.
Well, my dad bought 2 of the apple fritters at this place that are normally delicious, and he said they tasted like lard.
I did get. They have like I call them bagel bombs. It's like they're like golf ball sized donuts and they're bagels, and they fill them with cream cheese. Those were good. They have everything ones in planes. At least that's what mine had. I got a couple everything, and they're actually pretty good.
So, John Cox says, Ed, I've been looking at the weather. I have to chat with the driver, but it may be Tuesday, as I think Monday is trip to Kentucky. That's awesome. And I just remembered I need to make sure that those guys have food. I need to make sure I got some oatmeal in there for them to eat.
Oh,
I haven't cooked on his worms for a week now. I have 2 types of micro worms for him. I had 3, but I gave 1 to Ginger Graves, which is terrible. But I still have 2 types. And then if I get the 3rd type, which I'm sure I will because I go to events all the time, I'll get him.
Hey, Patty.
Oh, is Patty here?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Top Chat.
Oh, no.
Oh, One Dirty Platty is in the house. Hi there. I thought you said hi, Patty.
Oh no, hi, Patty. Well, that's another thing I had. I had hash browns from Dunkin' Donuts too. Those weren't bad either.
Oh, somebody at my work was all excited about their tacos they make. Dunkin' Donut, and I went and got one and was like, why are they excited about this?
Usually, I mean, their glaze don't bother me, and the Boston creams don't bother me. Everything else, horrible. It must just be with however they cook them. But unfortunately, we're out of time. It is almost 6. I think we have like 30 seconds left. Thank you all for hanging out with us this Friday.
Yep, it was a lot of fun.
Next Friday I have off, so I'll be here. We'll start at 4 o'clock like we used to, because I ain't got work on Friday. Because it's Good Friday.
Awesome. That'll be a great Friday.
It will be. You guys can see Ed tomorrow night on Saturday Night Fever over on Fisher Fever's channel. And I believe Maple Street Aquatics is up next. So I will drop a link in the chat for y'all. Oh,
maybe we could start earlier and I could paint stuff.
We could. I mean, you've painted on the stream before, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it was on yours. I painted my face on your stream.
You were painting ships. You painted ship figures on stream.
Oh, I did.
That was when you were still upstairs.
Yep. I could go back to the center room and do it again.
Would be fun. It was a fun stream when you were paying. But
That was pre-fish tank room.
it was pre-fish room. But sadly, we're out of time. Y'all head on over to Maple Street, say hello, and we'll catch you guys next time. See y'all later.
Thanks, guys.